Good morning children, welcome to class 4 social studies. So we are seeing the lesson natural resources children. Okay. So in the previous video and all we saw about what is the natural resource, what are the two types of natural resource. Okay. So first one was exhaustible resources. So in today's video we are going to see about the inexhaustible resources. Once again I read inexhaustible resources. Inexhaustible resources. So the other name for it was renewable resources children. The other name is renewable resources. Okay. So first we will see the meaning for this one children. Inexhaustible resources. So these are new words children. You have to keep it in mind. So it is the opposite of exhaustible children. Inexhaustible. So what is that meaning you know? Available. The resources is available in abundance and can be replenished quickly over a period of time. So this type of resource no children, it is available in abundance. Abundance means in large quantity, like plenty of. Okay, that is the meaning of abundance. So air we breathe no children, air is present everywhere. Okay, so it is in abundance. In the same way you have water. Water also is in abundance. Huge amount of water is there in the planet Earth children. And this air, water, okay, they can be replenished. You can make it quickly children over a period of time. Okay, air is always present, water. Okay, so these things you can make it over a period of time quickly. Okay, that is the meaning of inexhaustible resources. That's why they have told the word also as renewable. Okay, so water if it becomes polluted or if any other form it is there means you can recycle it children. Okay, you can change them. So it is a renewable resource children. Okay, so examples are sunlight. So the light you are getting from the water children, sunlight, water, air and plants children. Okay, sunlight, water, air and plants. So these are examples of inexhaustible resources. So the first one we are going to see about the sunlight children. So the resource we are getting from the sun no, that is called as solar energy. The energy which we get from the sun no, it is called as solar energy children. Okay, it is used by plants to make food. So in your science also you could have studied children that plants use sunlight, water, yes, air and the nutrition from the soil to make food children. So sunlight is the first important part. So it is used by plants to make food children. Okay. So using solar energy, we humans also use it for cooking. You have heard about solar cooker children, solar heater. So for heating purposes, for room heating and all no, they will use in foreign countries and all they are using children. And then lighting house. Okay, how you have UPS no, like that you can have the solar energy also to be used as for lighting. Okay, our houses and to produce electricity children. Mainly using solar energy you can produce electricity. So some of our terraces you could have observed children, solar panels are there, solar water heater. You could have seen children in the terrace. So the solar panels absorb the sunlight. Okay, and that heat no, it is used to heat the water and we are able to get the hot water children. Okay, that is solar water heater. In that way, one more way we can produce electricity also children. The next one is air. So all living beings need air to breathe children. Okay, all living beings need air to breathe. okay, they are used to produce electricity. I will show you in the textbook, children. So your textbook also it is being given windmills, children. So when you travel near the village sites or some other sites, no, you can see the windmills being set up, children. So this is used to produce power, children. Okay, electricity. The next one is water. So water is it is has many uses, children. So some of them are drinking purpose, cooking, washing. Okay, so for irrigation purpose we use water, children. Okay, and then the falling water is used to produce electricity. That is called as hydroelectricity. Okay, the falling water is used to produce electricity. That is called as hydro. Hydro means water, children. So using water we can produce electricity. That is called as hydroelectricity. So that's why, children, dams are built. Okay, so when you visit a dam next time, you observe, children. Okay, just you will be seeing where the water is being stored, and one side water will be gushing out, the other side. Okay, this force of water, okay, is made to run the turbines, children, and the turbines will rotate the shaft and it will produce electricity, children. Okay, it is high engineering level. Okay, just it's not a picnic place to visit. It has got many uses, children. Your dams. Okay, and then next one is plants, children. Okay, all human beings and animals depend on plants, children. That's why we learn that plants are the producers. Okay, we can't produce any food, children. Human beings can't produce any food, but only plants and trees can produce food. So if you observe, every animal and we human beings depend on these plants, children. Okay, and then they provide us food and oxygen, and we get many things from plants, children, such as timber, medicines, rubber, gum, etc. So forests are home to many animals, birds, insects. Okay, and they help in preventing soil erosion, children. The roots hold on to the soil and prevent soil erosion. Okay, the last one is soil, children. We all know that plants need soil to grow. So plants grow well in the fertile soil. We know that, children. You could have also planted some plants, so it will be growing well in the soil. You will be putting water or any vegetable waste. Okay, so the plants will be growing nicely, children. Okay, so these things, children. One is sun, air, water, plants and soil. Okay, they all come under the renewable resources or inexhaustible resources. Okay, children, so you should know what and all come under this renewable resources. So one of the things or challenges we can say, children, that is protecting these resources, children. We should not be greedy so that we should use the resources for our generation only. We should think about the future generation also, children, so that the planet can be a safe place to live for the coming generation. We should save this water, okay, soil and all, children. Okay, and then air, we should not make it pollute, and then we can use maximum utilization of this sunlight, children. So some of the things are given for the conservation. Conservation means how we can utilize or use these resources reasonably or carefully. Okay, so we should not waste water, children. We must not pollute water bodies by throwing garbage into the river or any lakeside. We should not throw garbage. And the third point, so when we are not using any light or fans, we should switch off, children. In that way we can save electricity. Okay, and then we must plant more and more trees, children. Okay, we should plant more and more trees. We should not harm animals. Okay, nowadays many measures are there, children, to protect the wild animals, forest or exotic plants and trees, children. Okay, so the government is taking measures to protect all these things. So as a part, we should also take concern to take care of these things, children. Okay, to protect our air, water, plants and soil, children. Okay, so then only our planet will be a safe place to live in, children. Okay, see you in the next class, children. Thank you.